G'day and welcome back to Stiffy's workshop. Today I'm going to be fitting this tow bar to my Volvo 145 so that I can tow boats and fun things like that. This particular tow bar mounts on with 3 bolts on one side and 3 bolts on the other side. They were already fitted to the car because I've had a tow bar on it previously, so I'm going to start by taking off those bolts and getting everything set up to put this one on. This is a view from under the car, so you can see we've got the exhaust here, and then the bolts we're trying to access are these 2 at the front, and then this big one at the back, and that's what's going to be holding our tow bar on. The same on the other side, but we'll start with these ones, and get underway. Now I've just checked on these first 2, are roughly 16mm. I don't have a 16mm socket or spanner, but I do have a 5/8, so I'll use an Imperial socket and get these guys out. And this larger one is a 21mm. A spark plug socket, which is what I'm using up here, a 13/16 spark plug socket. It's roughly 21mm. So I don't have a 21mm long reach socket, so that'll get us out of trouble this time. Except we're turning the bolt on the other end, so we have to go inside the car and stop that from turning. Now up inside the boot here, in the where the spare tyre is, just in there, deep inside there is the bolt we're going to have to stop from turning to get the rest of it off. So I'm going to work out a way to stop that from turning, and we'll come back. Great, so the standard 21mm socket I was using before that was no good for the bottom because of how short it was is perfect for the top. So we'll use that and we'll mobilise it that way, and then we'll be able to finish this off. Now it's just the exact same procedure on the other side with the other 3 bolts. Great, so I've now got these all these nuts removed, so now I'm ready to install the tow bar. So the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to push the tow bar up onto this bolt here and just lightly thread on the nut for that one. And what that's going to let me do is sort of position the tow bar where it needs to be and balance it on both sides before I try to thread in those slightly trickier ones over here. So I'm going to get that done now. There you go, that'll do. I'll do the same on the other side. Great, so I've now got the tow bar partially attached on both sides. So I've got under here, got 1 bolt holding it on, and the same on the other side. So now I'll get those two little bolts on at the front, and then I'll bring it up to the right height. Great, so we're all installed. Just to finish off, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to paint over the bolts with some underbody deadener just to make things nice and black, and that way if something rattles loose I'll know about it because it'll break the paint. Perfect. Now, as always, when you fix something like this to your car, you want to make sure that it's red hot afterwards. So we'll do a bit of a race check on it. In this case, bit of the old boot on the towbar test. It's one of these guys. Give it a few good bounces, give it a push. It's not going anywhere.